Hey there team, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to some more X4 Kingdom End. So, where were we? Well, we've got some barbed wire. It's space barbed wire. It's different. Anyway. Keep the jellyfish boys in or out? Good questions. So, I've landed on this free port as I continue to explore, and meanwhile we've got our little shippies. We've got this bloke. I mean, let's just say he's mining, and then this bloke doing donuts, doing manies, and I'm also doing some exploring as well, trying to figure out what I'm doing. Now, that dude's gonna fill up with some sort of mineral, like ore or something like that, right? So I guess I need to find a buyer, and as commentors are saying, I'm pretty sure other stations. Oh, look at this, you can just sort of see wharf. See, the unknown station is sort of the special one, which I think we can get as part of a mission, but I don't care about any of that, not yet. I want to, I want to play the game on the lower end first. Why is there a hex inside a hex? That's weird. So I think what we're going to do is we're actually going to sort of backtrack a little bit into other economies. So I'm going to explore Heretic's End. Like, as much as I want to explore the Boron thing, what I really want to do is find a place that I'm going to be able to trade those minerals. Right? Because I'd love to stimulate their economy. That would be priority number one. And then what I'll do is I'll search the Boron territories. You never know, they might actually have a mineral plant there, but I'm not necessarily going to... What? I'm not going to roll the dice on that one. Hang on. Oh, property owned. Awaiting orders. Hold position. Oh, he's finished mining. Filled capacity. Ore. Yeah, right. Okay, well, that came up on us a lot quicker than I thought it would. I don't know if there's anywhere that I can sell it. You know? Dock to trade and call the player to initiate the trade. Trade with wharf. Trade information's out of date. Yeah, but even then, they don't want my ore. Huh. I wonder if I can send him exploring as well. Even though he's in a mining vessel.
Warning.
Explore.
Explosive materials can be hazardous.
You reckon?
Please
Thanks, Sharon.
contact the dockmaster if you have any on board.
Actually, maybe, baby, I should be exploring over here with them. I don't know. No, that's right. I'll just have them scrub those areas a little bit. Okay, cool. Cool. All right. So it's not sexy, but it's got to be done. Well, I mean, it depends how you see exploration. I find the discovery kind of awesome, actually. And apparently you can upgrade, when you go to upgrade your ship at a wharf or whatever, you can probably just buy generic crew. So I don't have to shop around manually, though, you can do that, I suppose, if you want to crew with specific dudes. Look, she's in a run. Andrea, you're going to be late for work again. Unbelievable. Man, this is getting wild. Alright, so we want to manually explore just because we're going to be better at it than the AI. Nope.
Autopilot engaged.
Alright, we'll just do a little bit of a skim around the edges. Send out my little pulse. I don't really know how good the pulse is because, like, look up here. We managed to detect these things without ever going to them. They're red stations, aren't they? Yeah. Bad guys. Yeah, so I don't know to what scale that works. I reckon you've had enough, mate. I reckon I've probably found everything there. We'll just send him down here. Boar factory. Xenon spotted. Hang on. Who's saying that? Is it one of you blokes? No, you guys.
Autopilot disengaged.
You guys are all okay. I can't open scan mode from the map. Okay.
Autopilot engaged.
I'm guessing this is probably the best way to go exploring, right? So we've got another jump gate here that we can use. Got Heretic's End. Morning. Now, why do you have a blue outline? Defense platform. Microchip factory. Oh, they might have a bit more going on over there, you know? I wonder. Oh, okay. The border. The border must be territorial. Interesting. So I reckon these blue boys, surely they have what's going on here? Wharf? Shipyard? Wharf? Oh, you know what? These must have been marked when I asked for direction at some point. Trading station. No, but we're getting there. We're getting there.
Autopilot disengaged.
We'll do a quick scan. But then, honestly, we're going to here.
Autopilot engaged.
I could check out this jump gate just to know. But, nah. Selling microchips. Alright. Buying. Energy cells, smart chip, water. Ah. Is water solid? Because you've got solid and gas.
Autopilot disengaged. Entering system. Morningstar. Autopilot disengaged.
To a scan.
Autopilot engaged.
Yeah, so... Because I think my ship can only hold solid minerals. And it's got ore. Because I might be able to just harvest water and sell it there. Nav beacon. Is there any way to know what these asteroids out here have? Oh. That's a thought. Yeah, because it's either gas or solid storage. And I'm like, well, water's water. Is there liquid storage? Because I can see an argument for both. Maybe you transport it as ice, right? Or maybe you want to put it in like a gas state. Dunno.
ACS Vanguard.
What does that mean? Oh, I pressed the wrong button. I think I accidentally targeted a dude. Wait, here we go. Don't press that button. Now I'm just fat fingering everything now. Microchip factory. So, how do you make a microchip? Hang on, why is it... What did it add there? Medical supplies. Wait, why are you giving me more information when I click on you? might F5. Save a little bit every here and there, every now and then. Oh, it's a gate. What have we got here? We have a medical supply factory selling medical supplies. Satellite.
Autopilot disengaged.
Wheat farm that uses water and energy cells, presumably. And selling drone components as well. What's that about? Accelerator. Wait, so that's not a jump gate? Oh. I'm gonna stick my head in that to see what happens. Oh yeah, Scarlet gotta know.
Entering Morningstar 4.
That's just a jump gate. Isn't it? Wait, where am I now? Oh, I'm up here. Roger. Meat factory, so that makes meat. So I'm guessing water and energy can just be turned into a lot of things in this. Oh, ore refinery. It's buying ore. Hey! Good work, Scarlet, you big brain boy. All right, property owned. Right? Fly. How do I clear your orders? Remove all orders. Ore. Trade with ore refinery. Aye. Look at that. Go get it. Good work, big dog. Oh, mate. That was easy. So, now the real question is there a way to like... Is there a way to queue orders or loop them or something like that? I'll have to look into that. See, remove all orders. So there must be. Okay. Where did he get the ore from? All the way out here somewhere. It was out here, wasn't it? So what happens if I go mine ore? It does queue it up. Wait, is this bloke under attack? Why are you flashing? Okay, I think we're alright. So I've made a queue of orders. Information. True. Current order. Orders queued. Oh, I feel like I'm so close. Surely there's like a loop. Behavior. Default behavior. Commander. What do you mean? Set default behavior. Local auto mine. Find, mine, and sell the specified resource without traversing any jump gates or accelerators. Yeah? Find, mine, and sell the specific type of resource. What if I do this? Local auto mine. Where? Or. Anchor space. Ah, but it's all local, isn't it? So like... What if I say watchful gates? Confirm. Order queue. Alright, yeah, but oh, okay, so they're in the queue already, and then the default behavior. Oh, hang on. Weapon systems. Move down. So I could probably. Oh, and I can fiddle with the. Destination. Nice. Okay, I figured it out. There'll be more to it, obviously. We'll have to poke and prod it to really get to the bottom of it. Okay, so that's a start on an economy of sorts, right? I got my $200,000 back too. Now what are we gonna do next? I guess we can just keep farming, right, and building up fleets. Well, no, well that was my initial objective, was to find a space like that, which we did. So now I think I might go back to exploring sort of out here with old mate. Trading station. They buy water. No. I need to... How do I deselect? I want to set pathing for my ship. So I guess I gotta select it. Yeah.
Autopilot engaged.
Alright, cool. Off we go. Alright, look at Scarlet. Big brain Scarlet, figuring it all out. Sorry, just have a sip. Lucky I went through this gate.
Entering Morningstar 3.
I can do this faster than you, autopilot, so I will. Okay, so we're sort of trading some stuff. That will build some capital, right? Some sort of passive income. But what we really want to do is build the Boron economy, right? So were we generating the money from mining? It doesn't really matter if they, unless of course they have a mining facility. I suppose I could try and build a space ship, like a station that does mining, but I'm not super worried about that. Presumably, if I can't find one, can I just thread it?
Entering system.
That was key.
Heretics end.
We'll scrub around, alright? That's the plan. So let's find out if they don't, in fact, have a mineral processor or something, because even though their economy is kind of crummy, self-admittedly, of course, surely, like, they're building wharfs and all that. They were an isolated little stranded colony, super low tech. But if they're trying to build a shipyard, they must be building those parts somehow, surely. Maybe I'm giving the game a little bit too much credit. Like, where are they getting... I mean, maybe you could excuse it away, like they don't have the ability to make hull parts, but they're finding them in random loot or, you know, so like they're slowly cobbling it together, but they don't actually have the industry to build the hull parts. I might go with that sort of headcanon explanation. Does this automatically point me on where I want to go when I go through the gate? I mean,
Entering
sort of.
system. Watchful gaze.
Man, I'm flying along. Yeah. Oh, I forgot that apparently there's a setting. There's a setting to turn that off. Oh, that's my boy. I think that was the miner that I went past. Right. So that auto mining default behavior I set, I don't know if that's going to work. Because I'm pretty sure it laid out that you have to do it locally. So he'd auto mine and take it to a refinery if it was all in the same system. But I don't believe that's the case. I mean, unless, because we just want him generating money. Maybe at that system, we can check and see. Actually, that's a great idea.
Autopilot engaged.
Right. Where is he? Property owned. Groper. Information. Default behavior, auto mine, right? And we will set that location to Morningstar 4. Is that where he's going? Ore refinery? There we go. I mean, how's he going to know if there's any ore there or not? Is there any ore there? I mean, here you go, there's red. Yeah, look. Oh, okay. That's going to be perfect. That's going to be perfect. We've got it all under control. Now I'm just on the world's longest road trip. What's this dude doing? Is that facility getting damaged, or does it have low health because it's being constructed?
Autopilot disengaged. Entering system. Barren shores.
Nice. Oh, we're fanging it now. Flying along. God, stop that, Scarlet. I mean,
Autopilot.
if I'll check the settings, hang on. Because I keep remembering that I need to remember, and then I forget. Controls? General? No, I'm not doing it now. I'm not doing it now. I'll do it between episodes if I remember. It's not the end of the world. I can always put it on autopilot in between. It's just that threading the jump gates...
Autopilot disengaged.
It seems to back off and be a puss, whereas I just send it straight through the giant Fruit Loop. Like, YOLO swaggins. We don't care. We bust for nobody. I love that creaking. Ship going too fast. Stop turning it. Sort of thing.
Entering system. Great Reef.
Where are we now? Yeah. What do we got here? Plankton farm. Medical supplies. Yeah, we got a bit of... We got some stuff going on. God, these stations look cool, hey? Just all of their architecture is pretty wild stuff. Alright. We'll thread this last one. And I'll check my bearings. But I think we're kind of square for the moment, right? I guess I could be doing missions for, like, just other factions and stuff.
Autopilot disengaged.
Though chances are, actually, the next episode that we do after this, we'll just go back to the main story, actually. For the expansion, I think we'll be right by then. Oh, I'm here. I'm here.
Autopilot disengaged. Autopilot engaged.
We'll do some scans. Oop. Old mate's going for a squiz. What's this place? Ocean of Fantasy. Alright. Trading station. Oh, it's got lots of stuff. You just got to click on it. What's that you're selling? Scanning arrays. So some of this is actual stuff, right? right? But even things like weapon components, I think they're just building mats. My.
Autopilot disengaged. Autopilot engaged.
Just skirt around the outside. Yeah. This has been a good aside though to scratch into the gameplay a bit deeper. I mean, people are still enjoying it, so I'm assuming this is at least watchable. Just listen to me sit here and talk while my autopilot cruises around. Now, I'm enjoying myself, and if you guys are enjoying it, then I can't see the problem. But it is interesting. I think once you figure out what you're doing and you understand the I hate to say it, but like the meta component of the overarching gameplay experience, I think the quicker that you clue to that, the quicker you probably start spending all your time in this map. Do you know what I mean? Building economies, stations, building ships, making fleets and that sort of stuff. There's nothing wrong with it, but it's sort of like, I wouldn't put this in league with the well, I don't want to say Elite Dangerous because it's not very popular these days. It's quite popular to hate Elite Dangerous blindly. It's got its issues, but I digress. I just get a bit tired of these people who just regurgitate something they heard on
Autopilot disengaged.
On YouTube instead of thinking for themselves.
Engaged.
But at least, bugger it, I dug it up. At least Elite Dangerous, even Star Citizen, they're very much cockpit centric. Well, I know Star Citizens, you got your space legs more. Elite's introduced it in recent times, but it doesn't really get into that lofty space of base building, empire building that this seems to do. And I'm glad. I think doing that in those games would be a terrible idea, or even things like Everspace 2, which is a bit more arcadey, because now I'm starting to realize, and again, it's not necessarily a knock against this game, but it's like an empire builder at its core, and you just so happen to be able to get out and walk around in the space world and that as well. So okay, sure, you can do missions, you can go dogfighting and all that, but the strength of this game is the scale and the simulation. That's clearly what it is, but not necessarily what it's pitched on. I mean, I like it a lot, but I think you'd have to be the most sweaty blind fan to try and tell me that this has like the best combat, or the actual cockpit fighting component of this game. I mean, just to use the correct terms, I would say is probably the weakest part of the game, but that's because it's not what it is. So yeah, the cockpit spaceship, space opera in the flight of your seat of your oh my god, seat of your pants. What am I saying? I've got my sayings confused. But just you and your joystick sitting in a cockpit, right, taking on the universe. This is not that. That's Elite Dangerous, and to an extent, that's Star Citizen, right? Anyway, it's just kind of cool. Just kind of cool and interesting. Payment received. Hey, so he went and traded the ore. Good for him. What a good egg. So yeah, we'll obviously go, but now they've introduced story stuff, and I wonder, now that I'm starting to really understand X4, I'm not against any of that. I'm really enjoying the story components, but the fact that the story and narrative is a glaring sort of hole that, let's say, the community wants, because you got to be careful giving people what they want. The old, Henry Ford saying, right? If I gave people what they wanted, they'd still be on a horse and cart. And vice versa. I bet you there are people that beg for this sort of gameplay loop in something like Elite Dangerous. Elite Dangerous would be better if I could build humongous fleets and control 1 billion AI dudes and go to war and all this sort of stuff. And I'm like, no, I reckon you don't understand. You're just trying to transplant X4 into Elite Dangerous. Elite Dangerous is its own game, and they're actually radically different. But if you looked up any screenshots, you wouldn't think that. You wouldn't know that. Anyway, so yeah, I like what it's doing. But I almost wonder, like, why put the story there? Not to look a gift horse in the mouth. I'm loving it and I'm happy for the product. I'm thinking more of when you're a developer and you've got your vision and like, this is what X4 is. It's a humongous simulation of this incursion that's going on with all these interacting systems that you just happen to be able to fly around in first person if you want to. But when you get down to serious business, it's more about building up a bit of a sort of force and empire and engaging with those larger scale ideas. And then people go, well, there's not really any missions that you can do on foot. And I almost feel like the response should be, of course there isn't. Why would there be? But I'm glad that it's there. Anyway, so this is just me ruminating on my time with it so far. I really like it. I think it's incredibly unique. And I think attempts to replicate it. If you were ever going to try and copy or replicate X4, I would find a way without upsetting the player base of it, the hypothetical. I would find a way to kind of remove the ship stuff altogether. Like, I know it's a bit radical and I'm just thinking off the cuff, but like maybe you're never allowed, you can't ride a ship. You just have to taxi around as a passenger, that sort of stuff, right? It's more because it's more managerial. Because if you were someone, say you were an ambassador for a planet or a species or some sort of industrial mogul or anything like that, the last thing that you would care about is flying your own ship around or anything like that, right? You'd taxi around. Just like in real life, people running giant corporations or having any sort of high-level corporate anything, driving is an embuggerance, you know? So yeah, I suppose that helps cement my position or my thoughts. It's not even a position, it's just observation. It's a wonderful little hybrid, and I don't think it would ever be replicated again because it does strike a pretty good balance. Anyway, cool. So I don't want to make false promises, but next episode, good chance that we're back onto the main DLC story. I'm pretty sure I'll be posting it after the embargo restrictions around that. So stay tuned, I suppose. Team, thanks again for joining me. We might just leave it there for the time being, and I will catch you guys on the next one.